A preserved bridge in Alabama is a reminder to locals of terrifying crossings, in which cars, trains and a span raised for barges might cause a collision at any moment, according to Billy Milstead with ruralswalabama.org. The Old Naheola Bridge on Alabama Highway 114 near Pennington, ALA, isn't just the source of nightmares or a relic of bygone days, it's an important piece of transportation history. Before its closure to cars in 2001, it was one of the few in the world that could accommodate rail, auto and river traffic, Milstead said. It is still open to rail traffic, but a new bridge was built for motorists. The center span of the bridge, which was built for the Meridian and Bigbee Railroad, could be raised vertically to allow barges to pass on the river below, according to Encyclopedia of Alabama. Built in 1934, the bridge promised a rather terrifying ride across the Tombigbee River between Choctaw and Marengo counties. On the side of the bridge were short railings that allowed a clear view of the Tombigbee River, which appeared to be at least a mile below, Milstead says. Traveling across the Naheola Bridge was always an exciting ride, and it could be a terrifying experience at times, especially at night when it was foggy or there were icy conditions. One feature that added to the scary ride was how cars had to cross, straddling the railroad tracks. In addition, the bridge accommodated only one lane of traffic at a time and curved at the end, creating a blind spot. Drivers had to rely on traffic lights to warn them if a train was coming toward them, b another car was headed their way, or c the center of the bridge had been lifted for a barge to pass along the river. Traffic lights were mounted at each end of the bridge to signal the auto traffic to stop or proceed. The lights were controlled by the drawbridge operator, who was stationed in the bridge house near the middle of the bridge, Milstead said. The lights were necessary because the bridge was only wide enough for one-way traffic, and motorists could not see from one end of it to the other because the half-mile-long structure had a blind curve at one end. The late historian Ben Windham wrote in a 2004 article for the Tuscaloosa News, "Every time you crossed it, you rolled the dice." The Naheola Bridge was old, rickety, and one-way. But what really upped the fear ante was the railroad track that ran right down the middle of it. It was one of two bridges in the world where cars and trains shared the same surface. The name Naheola likely derived from a Native American word, the Encyclopedia of Alabama said. The name is a variant of the Choctaw word, naholo, white people of the water, which were water spirits who sometimes kidnapped humans and turned them into water spirits, as well.